This series of videos has been filmed in an IATF 16949 certified supplier who is involved in the manufacture of a wide range of rivets used for automotive and non-automotive applications. They also design and manufacture equipment used in rivet insertion. The video shows extract of simulated IATF 16949 audits focused on the organization's quality management system processes. Watch this video and see if the auditor is undertaking the audit effectively. As always, we welcome feedback and comments. So Dave, I want to focus on this machine 24 then. Can you take me through, when was this machine set up? How long's it been running?
Okay, Paul. When a product is issued to the machine from our planning department, we have what we call an F pack, which is the forging manufacturing pack.
Yeah.
And this comprises of a number of documents which include a first off inspection form, the amount of batches and product that will be forged on this manufacturing pack. It also includes the paperwork which will follow the batch through production through further processes.
Right.
And it also includes the drawings for the setup of the machine through the specification of the part we're making.
And is this what you refer to as the F-pack?
F-pack, it's an abbreviation for forging.
Forging pack. Okay. So I see that this has been running for about 15 days now.
That's correct.
Is that normal for a forging machine?
Yeah, it can be. Can run a lot longer. If we're making one particular part number, the only thing that needs to change is the wire. That is the core material that comes into the machine, and the machine will carry on running. No need to change the tooling unless it's worn or you see any defects appearing on the parts. The tooling will need to be changed.
Right. Yeah. And these results, who are these measured by for the first off?
Okay, so for the first off, we've got one column where the results are all verified by the forging operator.
Yeah.
And then this document goes with samples to our inspection lab, and that's verified by the quality department.
Right, and we're going to follow up on that later within the audit.
Yeah,
and we're going to go to the QC lab there. So the machine's been running about 14 days. What about the daily monitoring of the output of the machine? How is that monitored?
Okay, so there's another document here which we call a daily production sheet for forging, and this covers both shifts, on the early shift and the late shift. This is a breakdown every hour throughout the shift of any issues that might have occurred. So the operator will log down what's been potentially scrapped, also verified by a second operator on the inspection of the parts when they go into these tote pans on the exit of the machine.
Right, okay. I was interested to see on the output of the machine, why have you got the small tote boxes, and does that rotate?
It does. So what we call them tote pans. Some other people have different names for them.
Yeah.
But when one of them fills up to a particular weight, the carousel will automatically move to the next tote pan. It's to make sure that the tote pans don't overfill and we end up with parts overflowing onto the floor.
And is there also a quality reason then, that if you did get a quality problem, you can narrow the problem down?
We can. Yeah, there are little slots in each tote pan for a label which is identified as whether the parts have passed the inspection or whether they're on hold awaiting additional queries to be answered.
Right. And I understand that you do SBC monitoring of the rivets.
That's right.
What's the sample frequency for that?
So we usually measure 5 rivets from each of the tote pans. When we're running a go shift, which was what we identified earlier, we'll do the first and last and obviously tie that in.
Right, so I want to follow to the SBC station for this machine number 24. Your frequency matches what you say in the control plan here. So yeah, I want to follow and have a look at that statistical variation.
Yeah, sure.
But no, thank you.
You're welcome.
In this video, after the auditor has verified the resource planning and the performance monitoring for the forging process, he moves on to auditing the controls in the process. He questions about the job setup, which in this case is done using an FPAC issued by the planning function within the organisation. The auditee explains that once the process has been set up, machines can run for many days without another setup, with the only thing changing being the material batch, which is recorded when changed. This gives an opportunity to follow an audit trail related to traceability. This is related to IATF requirement 8.5.2.1, Identification Traceability, Supplemental, which states the organisation should conduct an analysis of internal, customer and regulatory traceability requirements for all automotive products, including developing and documenting traceability plans based on the levels of risk or failure severity for employees, customers and consumers. These plans shall define the appropriate traceability systems, processes and methods by product, process and manufacturing location. The auditor could verify the traceability plan related to forging and how the traceability is maintained when there is a material changeover. The auditor questions the verification of the first-off checks, which according to the control plan are performed by quality control personnel in the laboratory. This can be followed up by the auditor later within the audit. The auditee explains an improvement that has been made to the process related to rotating tote bins, which when the weight target is met, automatically rotate. This helps narrow down the scope of any potential problem detected in the process. Again, this relates to IATF 16949 requirement related to traceability that we looked at earlier, 8.5.2.1, which includes having traceability plans to ensure the organisation can identify non-conforming and suspect product and enable the organisation to segregate non-conforming product and or suspect product. In an audit of manufacturing, the auditor should always make reference to the PFMEA and control plan. In this example, to verify the job setup and also question the frequency of SPC checks that are being used to verify the ongoing stability of the process.